Hi, my name is Anubhav, and with my teammate Manvendra, we have made this project called Academate for our web technology project. So, Academate is your academic companion. Academate is a student run academic resource management system that allows users to upload and download study materials such as previous year's question papers, books, notes, and other resources to help them prepare for exams efficiently. So, as you can see, this is our domain academy.co, and we have made this landing page using Tailwind CSS. Now we click on the login using Microsoft button, and as you can see, this pop-up opens, and we have done this Microsoft authentication using Firebase, where we had to register our application on the Microsoft Azure directory. So now you can see Manvendra's profile has opened. Now Manvendra would explain about the website.
Hello, I'm Manvendra. We have successfully logged in using our Microsoft credentials. We only support Microsoft credentials which were supplied to us by our university, and any person without a Microsoft credential would not be able to upload or download resources. So let's just see how a user can upload a question paper. So let's just try if there is a validation on this form or not. If we can submit it empty, as we can see, the form does not actually support an empty submission. Next, we'll try if the user can submit a question paper which already exists on our database. We know that a question paper of RDBMS of 2018 already exists. So we'll try uploading it once again. As we can see, the app says that we already have this paper. Thanks for the submission, but this submission will not be considered. We'll refresh this page, and this time we'll try submitting an image. So let's just select the app specifically asks for .pdf files, but in case a user tries to submit a non-pdf file, let's just see what happens. It says that please upload a pdf file. It would not select any other file format or files over the size of 10 megabytes. So let's just try uploading a real question paper of RDBMS 2020 MT1. We can see the question paper preview here. We can scroll through it. After confirming that yes, this is the paper which we want to upload, we can confirm the details, and then we can click on the submit button, which tells us back that the question paper was successfully uploaded. We'll check my profile. It shows that we have uploaded a question paper of 2018. This was uploaded by me before. I uploaded just now, and this was just a test run during the development process. Next, we'll try to download a question paper. We'll select the RDBMS question paper only, which I just uploaded. As we can see, there are multiple question papers of RDBMS ranging from 2020, 2016, 2017. These are all arranged in like order by year, in decreasing order. So the latest paper will appear the first. Let's just see if a question paper of MT1 2021, how the user can download and access this question paper. As you can see, the question paper opens in a new window. The user can look into this and download as and when required. We also have other security measures set up. As you saw that I logged out of the system. Now if I try to access a directory of the website which is not accessible to me, it will show that the access was denied. And if I log back in again using my Microsoft account, obviously, and now I try to access a URL that does not actually exist, it will show a 404 not found. Yeah, and the deployment has been done on Heroku. The database has been done in MySQL using PHP The deployment has been done on ClearDB, which is a database as a service provider. It provides us with over the internet database connectivity with our servers on Heroku. The app is currently deployed on academy.co, which has full HTTP security. Talking about future prospects of this application, we plan to extend this application to books, assignments, and even solutions to the question papers which are uploaded on the on the website. To encourage user engagement, we plan to add a contribution points or reward system, which rewards the user points every time they upload a question paper, and we may include a leaderboard system as well. The decisions are yet to be taken. We also plan to add a verification system to the question paper database. We currently do not have that, and also a reporting system so that the users can report a question paper if it is not ideal quality or any other issue they face. Regarding the UI design was done using HTML, CSS, and CSS library known as Bootstrap that enabled us to develop the application rather fast and efficiently. This app is fully responsive on mobile devices as well. The entire application is works flawlessly on different resolutions and platforms as it is web based, so no system dependencies are there.
So speaking about the learning outcomes, we learned a lot of new things. We learned how to do Microsoft authentication using Firebase. We learned PHP in an advanced manner. We learned Ajax, and all the validations which you could see previously was done using jQuery.
Regarding the file system, we followed a MVC framework like architecture, in which the model contains the data information about the database. The controllers act as an intermediary between the database and the front end, and the views contain all the front end data. For this project, we had to implement our own very own router. As you can see, whenever I log in and browse through the directories, the actual file system is not visible to the user, which is a very important aspect for security, as it is well known that a PHP applications are often um vulnerable to directory discoverability, as the URL contains the actual directory of the files. So we have the like hidden routes. As we change routes, the URL are not dependent upon the file name or file path. The URL are all custom written by us. We also learn majorly in the field of how to structure code, how to collaborate between two people using a version control systems such as Git, and we also learned how to use GitHub to manage our deployments and how to efficiently code in a team.